All right, we are shifting our focus now. We'll get more details on that, but now we're getting live visuals from the hospital where Navneet Rana is. He has arrived at the hospital. These are the first visuals that you're seeing on Times Now. Navneet Rana being brought to the hospital here. Remember, earlier today, the Rana couple walked out on bail after the court granted them the bail. They walked out of the police station, and in the court, arguments also going on the sedition case. Now we're getting you first visuals of the Ranas, Navneet Rana in the hospital there. Several days in the jail after they said they will be chanting Hanuman Chalisa outside the Chief Minister's residence. Radhika now joins us with more details on this. Yes, Radhika.
That's right. These are the visuals of Navneet Rana inside the hospital. She's getting treated for her spondylitis and her nerve and neck issues, which she had been, consistently complaining about while she was in jail. She was in the prison for 12 days, and now she's finally out of the prison. She folded her hands in front of the media. She obviously did not speak to the media because she's been told by the court to not speak to the media. Now she's undergoing treatment at Lilavati Hospital. Kirit Somaya is visiting her. Soon, in a couple of hours, Ravi Rana will also be out of the prison. So this is after 12 days of being inside prison for on charges of sedition that she's finally out. Obviously, like, there were some strong arguments made in the court as well by the defense, stating that merely having a plan to chant Hanuman Chalisa cannot be called sedition. The couple did not have any intention to cause violence or disorder, as is being alleged by the state government, and this is completely intentional and deliberate to silence voice of dissent. But of course, Sessions Court granting bail to the couple. She's finally out. Just about half an hour back, she was out of Baikala prison. Navneet Rana, who is currently hospitalized, undergoing medical checkup, medical treatments at Lilavati Hospital. Soon, Ravi Rana will also be out of the prison in a couple of hours.
Right, Radhika, when they were granted bail, several conditions were also imposed on them. So even though they're out on bail, it is unlikely that they will be speaking about what exactly happened. All right, we'll go back to Radhika for more details on that. These are the visuals of the spot. Navneet Rana now in the hospital for a medical checkup. 12 days that the couple has been in jail, after which finally today they walked out of the jail. They have been granted bail, but several conditions that have been imposed on them as well, including not talking to the media. Radhika is with us now. Radhika, the couple is out, but clearly the drama is continuing, but it's unlikely that the couple will speak to the media on what exactly happened, because that's also one of the conditions that the court has imposed on them.
Absolutely. There are several conditions that have been imposed by the court, one of which is to not speak to the media. Second of all is that they should not tamper evidence, they should not influence witnesses, and they should cooperate with investigations. So these are some of the, conditions that have been imposed by the court, and that they should make themselves present before the investigation agency, and the investigation agency has to give them 24 hours notice. Of course, the surety bail bond as well. So yes, many conditions imposed, and in most likelihood they will not speak to the media, because if found in violation of these conditions, their bail will be cancelled. So yes, as far as the drama surrounding this case is concerned, well, we'll have to wait and see. There is a second FIR also, which is active, which is under IPC 353. Whether Mumbai police will go ahead and activate that FIR and take any action against that FIR, because remember, against that FIR, quashing, the Rana couple did try to quash that particular FIR before the Bombay High Court, but Bombay High Court refused to quash the FIR. So we'll have to wait and see whether at all Mumbai police will take any sort of action against the second FIR, because this action pertaining to, the bail order is pertaining to the first FIR. And if there is if there is going to be any sort of counter complaint that will be filed by the couple, also remains to be seen.
That's right. While the court had said that they are public figures and they need to be mindful of their actions because it could have bigger repercussions as well. Interestingly, today, the argument as it went on in the Supreme Court was about sedition, because questions have been raised on why they were booked on sedition charges when all they did was say that they will be chanting the Hanuman Chalisa outside the Chief Minister's residence.
Absolutely. That was one of the biggest bone of contention as far as this entire case is concerned. The imposition of 124A sedition in this case. The defense continued to argue, continued to, state that this cannot be seditious at all. What they were trying to do was planning to chant Hanuman Chalisa. They just made a call to chant Hanuman Chalisa. They were not allowed to do it. They were restrained in their house, and therefore they did not go ahead and do that outside Matashi. The supporters who came outside created ruckus, not just outside Matashi, but also outside Rana's residence, were not Rana supporters, were government supporters. And there was no intention to create, to cause violence, create public disorder as is being alleged. And this was not meant to challenge the state machinery, which is what was being alleged by the Mumbai police time and again, that this was intentional, deliberate, to overthrow the government, to project Uddhav Thackeray as anti-Hindu, and also show that they are against the entire state machinery, and to put people against, to pit general public against the state machinery. So that was their intention, is something that the state government had time and again alleged. And that was something that was opposed by the defense time and again before the court as well. And the court has accepted these arguments, which is why Sessions Court itself, the lower court itself, delivered that particular verdict by granting them the bail.
Right. So, Radhika, what next for the Rana couple? Of course, now they've been released on bail. They're going to be out, like you mentioned. They can't be talking to the media personnel on that. But cases against them are still pending.
Well, the cases against them are pending. Interestingly, there is a second FIR, as I mentioned before. The first FIR was to do with sedition and promoting enmity between two groups, for which they've been granted bail. There is, interestingly, a second FIR which talks about them having obstructed public servants from doing their duty. Although the couple tried to quash that FIR, the High Court did not allow them to quash the FIR. Already we know that the Maharashtra government has activated the civic body to take some action against them. So there is a likelihood that there could be some sort of action taken against them based on the second FIR. But before that, there is also a possibility that the Rana couple themselves may try to take action or may try to file a counter complaint, because they had time and again alleged that they were mistreated in the police station, mistreated in the prison. They were not given the required, treatment for their health issues and so on and so forth. So remains to be seen whether the second FIR will be activated by the police and action will be taken against them once again, or will the Rana go ahead and file some sort of counter complaint with certain allegations against
Absolutely. So interesting developments expected. Radhika, thank you for joining us with all those details. So the Rana couple out in the hospital now undergoing a medical checkup.